everybody seems to have gotten the memo. Yesterday, the House voted along bipartisan lines, meanwhile, to condemn Harris for her role as border czar. 6 Democrats joined Republicans in that scathing review. Caroline Downey, Cheryl, John, great to see you this morning. Caroline, your reaction?
Frankly, Maria, the semantics game is a trap. Democrats and legacy media doing their bidding are basically trying to distract by debating who had the official title and when, but we can't fall for that. Just like Kamala Harris was complicit in the cover-up of Joe Biden's poor mental fitness, she owns the Biden administration's disastrous border policies. Her function was to manage the border. Even SNL said that in 2021. We can be generous and say that, oh, maybe she was the migration czar, maybe she was the root causes czar, but she failed at that too. I mean, does anyone seriously think that her Northern Triangle diplomacy was effective?
Well, I'll tell you, it certainly is very transparent about how important the border actually is, not just to the American people, but to Democrats, for them to go through all this trouble to try to rewrite history. Yeah. Now they're arguing that Harris's job was purely diplomatic, and she was focusing only on, quote, root causes of migration, specifically from Mexico and the Northern Triangle, countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. Watch this.
Does she still want to get rid of ICE?
You have seen what this administration has been able to do in the past 3.5 years, and they did that with the vice president as a partner in that.
She's been in charge of root causes of migration for years. She has never spoken to the Border Patrol Chief, Jason Owens, or the Border Patrol Chief before him, Raul Ortiz.
She was supposed to be doing root causes, dealing with diplomacy. Diplomacy. Wait, diplomacy. That's what her job was supposed to be.
Diplomacy, okay. Customs and Border Patrol data shows illegal crossings from those countries surpassed 4.3 million under the Biden-Harris administration. That is up 140% from the Trump-Pence administration. Under the Trump administration, just 1.8 million from these countries crossed the border illegally. For reference, there were 3.2 million illegal crossings from these countries under 2 Obama terms. So the Biden-Harris numbers are by far the worst here. Cheryl.
Well, look, Maria, I mean, the numbers bear it out that those countries where they are coming from, obviously, it's Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. That story didn't change from 2016 to 2024, but the numbers certainly did. The other thing I want to point out here, going back to this narrative that has changed, if you look at reporting back in March of 2021 from NBC News, from CBS, from the Associated Press, they all touted what Kamala Harris's job was going to be, and it was to, quote, tackle the migration challenge at the U.S. southern border, and then, of course, work with Central American nations to address the root causes of the problem. So you can't go back and change history. At the same time, I think what's going to be interesting is to watch how, they now start to change the record in general, the economic record of Biden-Harris, the immigration, the border, but also it's women's rights. It's all going to start to be changed, and I think it's going to be a new day for the media.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And by the way, TikTok is a big part of this. We're going to talk about that later. But the CCP, no doubt, wants Kamala Harris running America. We've got breaking news this morning. Meanwhile, the Obamas finally coming out and endorsing Kamala for president after initially pushing for an open nominating process and reports that the former First Family did not want her at the top of the ticket. But now this happened yesterday. Watch.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Harris also stating that she's ready to debate Trump in September, but the Trump campaign hits back, saying that they are not sure she will be the nominee and will not commit until it's official and confirmed. If Harris does become the official nominee, a New York Times Siena College survey shows former President Trump leading Harris right now by 1 point among likely voters nationwide. Joe, John Lonsky, your reaction?
Well, who knows with the Democrats if it turns out that Harris falls behind in the polls by a very wide margin, they may change their mind once again as to who the presidential nominee is going to be. Yeah. And, you're talking about the border. Americans know quite well that the Democrats are responsible, bear all the responsibility for this horrible border policy that led in all of this fentanyl, that led to all of these drug-related deaths. There's no getting away from that. And moreover, Americans are going to realize that with Harris, you're going to get Bidenomics on steroids.
Oh, yeah, Bidenomics. We'll talk about that coming up. All right, we've got a lot to come. Stay right there.